I rented A Tale of Paper Refolded on PlayStation 5, and now I'm going to tell you about it. A Tale of Paper might have some very familiar vibes if you're watching the gameplay, and that's because it's a very familiar game. Like many indie genres, the whole concept was a lot more novel before developers started pumping out a new identical unit roughly every 60 seconds. Which isn't to say that this is a bad game or to question the passion of the developers, it's just that if you've played it once, you've pretty much played them all. And it normally retails for $20 for a game that has a handful of hours of gameplay. But this is a platforming game with light puzzles that conveys a story through its environment. A good-looking environment, I'll grant you that. You play as a little paper dude running around the world and hitting switches and trying not to be consumed by feral Roombas. You have movement abilities that include turning into a fridge, a ball of paper, and an airplane. And then later stuff like a floating dreidel and a bird. I'm not entirely confident I wasn't breaking the game half the time, and I'm definitely certain I solved a lot of the jumping areas in ways the developers didn't anticipate. The puzzles are cutesy and the world is nice to look at, if not very complicated, but there are some technical faults. I had a fair few unfair deaths where my character just wouldn't jump or respond to my button presses. Also, I somehow managed to stumble into the one spot where I broke the map and fell out of the level. They very confidently assumed nobody would be able to do this and didn't put a safeguard in for out-of-bound players. The final Roomba boss can eat my whole ass though. It's way too long, the perspective is terrible, and you die in one hit and it all starts over again. I had more fun with the music button in the second story than I did with the rest of the game, not gonna lie. Should you buy it? At $20, I'm hesitant to say yes. It'll take you a few hours to finish both stories, and I think you might be disappointed paying $20 for this and then getting a 50% completion achievement after about a half an hour. If you can rent it, go for it. Otherwise, it's been going down to about $7 every couple months on Steam. That's a pretty good price. Like and subscribe for more videos.